Paul, can you clarify? Are you Britney dating? Are you a couple? Are you together? What's the situation?
I'm not at liberty to discuss anything.
Oh boy, Britney Spears has been spending time with her former housekeeper, Paul Richard Solis, and this guy has a criminal history. Some people say that she's dating him while she's going through her divorce now with Sam Asghari.
And finally, Britney Spears' husband, Sam Asghari, has filed for divorce after 14 months of marriage.
But there's conflicting information from different sources. One source said that, well, Britney didn't cheat, but they're together. Another source said that they aren't dating anymore. She came back from Mexico where she was and they decided to call it off. But the initial source insists that they actually are still a couple. And if that's the case, guys, I wanna know, how do you feel about this? Like, is this another horrible decision that Britney's making for herself? According to some reports from the Daily Mail, Britney Spears and Paul Solis, they had a short romantic relationship.
You are a couple with her, Britney, now?
I'm not at liberty to discuss anything in regards to that.
But they have already ended it and are not communicating with each other anymore. But honestly, in my opinion, I think that they actually are seeing each other, even though some sources are saying that they've called it off, they're not dating anymore. Because if you're Britney and Paul, the last thing you want to do is have the media hounding you, asking you questions about your love life and just going through all that. You don't want to deal with that. So why not just tell some of your sources to be like, tell the media that we're not dating no more. Like, tell them to chill.
I don't know anything about that.
Britney Spears and Paul Solis, they were seen together on various outings in late August of 2023, including a visit to Starbucks when they grabbed a coffee. And one of the sources suggests that the reason why they haven't been seen together more recently could be for the fact that Britney went to Mexico and he wouldn't be able to leave because of his legal issues. Paul Solis was fired by the Spears household, by the way, and they say that this is likely because his criminal history came to light, and he's faced multiple misdemeanor charges and even a felony in the past. His record includes a disturbing the peace conviction and a dismissed child endangerment charge in 2014, as well as driving without a license conviction in 2016, and a felony possession of a firearm conviction in 2022. People close to Britney Spears, they were reportedly very concerned about her relationship with Paul Solis, believing that he just wasn't good for her at all. They're saying, stay away, Britney, stay away. Despite their lack of support as a couple, Britney continued to see him, albeit very briefly though, because she felt he acted as her protector and provided her with a sense of comfort. Paul Solis had previously worked as a housekeeper for Britney, and what he would do is clean bathrooms as well as perform other tasks around the house. More specifically, with his criminal history, Paul Solis was convicted back in 2004 of possession of methamphetamine with the intent to sell and received a 4-year sentence in state prison. Then fast forward in 2019, he was arrested for disturbing the peace through offensive words and spent 2 days in LA County Jail, and he was placed on probation and mandatory supervision for 36 months. And more recently, in December of 2020, Paul Solis was arrested for possession of a firearm as a prohibited person. And in early 2023, he served the 3-month jail sentence for that offense. And he had a probation violation hearing in September of 2023 and expressed his desire to improve his public image as he left the courtroom. So is this just another guy that is gonna get tangled up with Britney, milk her for her millions of dollars? Because this just seems to be the trajectory that Britney Spears always finds herself on, you know, just ending up with the wrong type of dudes trying to get a lot of money out of her.
Think I did it again.
Or do you think that Paul Solis is just a guy that he's had some rough run-ins in the past with the law and he's trying to clean himself up and that's gonna take some time? I don't know, guys, what are your thoughts about this? Like, again, I personally think that they are still seeing each other and they're just saying that they're not and trying to make it seem like they're not. But I could be wrong. Again, we're getting multiple different reports from different sources about this, so there's really no 100% definitive statement about whether or not they actually are still together, but most reports are leading towards them not actually dating anymore. But yeah, I just have a feeling that there's still something going on there. But guys, join in on the conversation. I want to know what you think about this. Sound off down below. And thanks for hanging out with me here in another video on FTD News, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Boom.